of the New York Rangers, and this is damn it. And this is week number 3, I believe. Yeah, 3. Week number 3 of the Western Pokemon League, taking on our good pal Nacho, Everyday Trainer, and the Detroit Teravolts, who we've had some very, very good games against. We played them last season, and unfortunately we did lose that one 1-0 because of a random Scarf Galvantula. I didn't expect it to be scarfed, but it was scarfed, and it just blew us away. It didn't really blow us away. I mean, I could have won. I mean, it was a 1-0, but I would have pulled that game out if he wasn't. If he was any other set other than scarfed, I won that game. But he was scarfed, and he got the win because of it. That was just good prep on his end. I really can't be mad at that. So, anyway, we're here for a grudge match against him, and his team's looking spicy. He just took over. He just took over the team because the kid he was. Well, Nacho really was going to sit out season 8 of the WPL, but he decided a kid was kicked from the league because of inactivity, so Nacho took over the team, and he did make some drops to the team, which I did take advantage of. I'll explain those after the battle. But anyway, his team is now the 6 he brought. He was allowed to use mods after the transactions for this game. I allowed him to do it because I didn't care. I didn't prep anyway yet when he took over the team, so it didn't matter to me. So anyway, he brings a team of Blacephalon, Dugtrio, Galvantula, we meet again, Breloom, Scrafty, and Mega Altaria. And my team consists of it's a Scarf Thunder Asterion this week, not the Double Dance that wheelchaired Storm. We have Assault Vest Incineroar, because this is my best thing. No, we're not Assault Vest, we're Shed Shell. We're actually a Shed Shell Max Spadef variant of Incineroar. It's mainly my answer to the Blacephalon. Literally, that thing could just destroy me if it's the right set. We have Nidoqueen with, I think it was just a set to get up rocks. We have Starmie, I think it was Starmie may have been E-Belt or like Splash Blade or something, I don't remember. We have Calm Mind Megaladios, because that, if I get rid of Scrafty, that kind of just wins. Like, if I get enough Calm Minds up, I should be able to just eat a hit from, because look at this team. The only Psychic resist he brought was the Scrafty. So, literally, if I get enough Calm Minds off, I could just spam Psychic. I only have 2 attacking moves on this Latios, and that was Psychic and Surf. My other 2 moves are Roost and Calm Mind. And then last ball, we just have Ferrothorn, Akaberry, built to take on the Altaria. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Nidoqueen was Sugar Berry. So they'll just live a hit from Dugtrio and just fire off an Ice Beam and kill it, or bring it down to a Sash, or take a hit from Altaria, blow it with Sludge Wave. I mean, worst case, and then I always have my Ferrothorn in the back in case things go south against the Altaria. With Akaberry, and I could just click Gyro Ball and kill it. So anyway, let's see how this battle played out. Me and Nacho had some good games, so this should be a fun one. He opts to leave with his Breloom as I decided to leave with my Ferrothorn. I see no reason to not just get up rocks right away as he goes for the Rock Tomb here. He goes for the Rock Tomb there, probably predicting me to go into my Latios or my Starmie, expecting the Fighting move to come out, or my Thundee even, to make an aggressive play early. But I decided to stay in and just set up spikes. And he reveals to be a Toxicroak Breloom set, which is a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with. But he is going to take Iron Barbs there, as I go for the Gyro Ball, and that does a lot. Breloom's actually pretty slow. That probably shows he does have some speed on this. So now I decided to make the play into my Latios, as he does get Drain Punch healing back. As now he just goes right out into the Scrafty here, and I just need as much damage as possible on this thing. Because if I get rid of this, my Latios could just start setting up Calm Minds and going in. But now I decided to go into my Ferrothorn here, as he does take spikes damage. He knocks off my Akaberry, which is fine. I really don't mind letting Ferrothorn go down here because I just need damage on the Scrafty. If I'm able to get as much damage as possible on this Scrafty, I could just go for game with Latios at any point. As he goes for knockoff, and that doesn't even 2-KO my Nidoqueen. As now I decided to get up rocks here, so I figure he really can't do much to me now that he's knocked me off. Let's just go for Sludge Wave, and I'm just chipping the Scrafty down. He does get the crit there, which really doesn't make a difference. Nidoqueen is going to be able to pick up the kill here on the Scrafty. But now he goes out into his Dugtrio, and I really don't see the reason to keep this around. So I decided to sack it to get my free switch into my Latios. And I think at this point, I could just start setting up Calm Minds. I could just start setting up Calm Minds and maybe trying to go for game here. As I do set up one, I roost here thinking he was Scarfed. but he's not. He just sets up the sticky webs, and now I just go for Psychic and kill this thing. I maybe should have went for another Calm Mind there, as now he does bring in the Doug Trio, and I just go for another Calm Mind here, as he does reveal the Shadow Claw. So we're gonna be playing some crit games here. I need to stay as healthy as possible in order to take a Shadow Ball from a Scarfed Cephalon. So we're just gonna be in this endless stalemate of me roosting, clicking Shadow Claw. I need to get in a range where he can't do a KO me with Shadow Claw, and then I could take him out here with the Psychic. So I just gotta hope he doesn't crit me, and I need to get at full. So we're just continually spamming Roost and Shadow Claws here, and unless he crits me, Ladio should be able to wrap this game up, because I'll be able to live a hit from the Scarfcephalon. I mean, if he did crit me, I still had my Thundy in the back, which could win me the game. Late, because he really doesn't have a good switch into that thing, because he's really forced to get rid of the Doug Trio at some point. So I just continually spam Roost here in hopes he doesn't crit me. And I think I'm not sure if it's this one or the next. I think it's this one. No, it's the next one. Now I decide to click Psychic and get rid of this thing, because if he crits me, he can't kill me. Now I decide to just click the Psychic, and that is going to be the game. Because if he Scarfs F1, I don't think he could kill me with Shadow Ball. Turns out he wasn't Scarfed anyway, and Thanos Copter is going to be able to just get the snap off and kill everything in its path. So GG to Nacho. Very nice game on our front. He couldn't get the crit, but whatever, it's Mons. Sometimes the hacks giveth, and sometimes the hacks taketh away. So that is, we're now 3-0 in the WPL. We are shaping up very nicely in this league for Season 8. Week 4, we take on Tropify and the Long Beach Lombre, who's also having a good start to his season. So hopefully we can put a bit of a damper on that. So it's Panic Out, and we'll see you guys next week for our game against Tropify. Oh yeah, the transactions. This was actually good. This was actually Ferrothorn's last game as a member of the Rangers, because as part of Nacho's moves, he dropped Alola Ninetales, and we immediately picked that up for Ferrothorn, because I realized I have solid rockers already with Nidoqueen, Terrakion, so I really didn't need Ferrothorn. So I'll take Ninetales, because the Veil is really nice for my big setup threats, being Latios, Thundy, and Terrakion. And we've also decided to drop, and because we got Ninetales, there's really no need for Glaceon on the team. So we've decided to drop Glaceon, and we picked up Escavalier. Because it's not a grass type, but it does only have one weakness, and that's fire, and I have plenty of fire resist on the team. Plus it's a good physical wall breaker, which I kind of needed. Because I really don't have a good physical wall breaker outside of Terrakion's more of a sweeper anyway. Like, I can't have a Mon that just comes in and just clicks physical attacks other than Incineroar. So I kind of need another one. That's why I decided to grab Escavalier. And also, I had Alt Z on Glaceon. I decided to move that to Starmie. Just because I wanted Z moves. Just because I wanted Z moves on Starmie. I don't really care about having Alt Z on Starmie. Like, maybe I bring Z Rain Dance one week, but that's really all I would really do. So, yeah. So those are the moves we made. Those will be effective week 4 against Tropify. So I will be able to bring Alola Ninetales on him. I will be able to bring Escavalier on him. We'll see if any of those make appearances. And I will see. So Panic Out again, and I will see you guys next week. Peace!